Dhruvasena I, the younger brother of Dronasingha, was the third son of Bhatarka. During his rule, Yashodharman of Malwa defeated Harisena of the Vakataka dynasty as well as the Huna king Mihirakula. Therefore he had to rule as a subordinate king of Yashodharman. Maitrakas were followers of Lord Shiva, while Dhruvasena himself is called Paramabhagavata, the great Vaishva, though he was liberal in religious beliefs. He had made a Buddhist monastery at Vallabhi, built by his Buddhist niece Dudda. He had made several grants to Brahmanas of Vadnagar also. The Jain council at Vallabhi was held during his rule, which was arranged by his wife Chandralekha. There is a mention of consolation on the loss of his son by the Vallabhi council in one of the plates. Kalpa Sutra, the Jain text, was compiled probably during the reign of Dhruvasena, which was close to 1000 years after the death of Mahavira. Kalpa Sutra mentions that the public reading of it started at Anandapura to relieve Dhruvasena from the grief of the death of his son. Based on his grants, it is known that his kingdom extended from Dwarika to Vallabhi, the whole Saurashtra peninsula, and as far as Vadnagar in the north. Dhruvasena I was succeeded by his younger brother Dharapatta, who reigned for a very short period. He was also a sun worshipper. During his rule, the Garulakas or Garudakas had accepted the Maitrakas as their overlord. The Garulaka had captured Dwarika probably with help of the Maitrakas. They had an emblem of the Garuda. Inscription number 59. Palitana plates of Dhruvasena I. Provenance Palitana, Saurashtra. Script Brahmi Western variety of the southern class. Language Sanskrit. English translation of the inscription. 1. Om He. From Vallabhi. Of those Maitrakas who forced their enemies to submit, was born the general, the devout worshipper of Maheswar, the glorious Bhatarka, who gained power in hundreds of battles fought within the circuit of territories of adversaries of immeasurable strength, who gained devotion from those who submitted to his valor, by gifts, honors and straightforwardness, who obtained the joy of royalty by the strength of the array of devoted hereditary servants and friends. 2. His son was General Dharasena, whose head was purified and made tawny by the dust of his feet while bowing to him the rays from the rows of the nails of whose feet were mingled with the luster of the crest jewels of his foes when they bent their heads, whose wealth was being lived upon by poor and helpless people, who was a devout worshipper of Maheswar. 3. His younger brother, the devout worshipper of Maheswar, Maharaja Dronasingha, whose spotless crest jewel became praiseworthy by bowing down to his feet, who dutifully established the laws laid down by Manu and others, who like Dharmaraja fixed the path of the laws of good conduct, whose royal glory was purified by the great conferment, the anointment to kingship having been performed in person by the paramount sovereign, the Lord of the vast sphere of the whole earth. 3. His younger brother, who like a lion, is the sole conqueror, by the strength of his own arm of the array of the elephant troops of his enemies, the refuge of those who seek for refuge, who has grasped the real purport of the meaning of the Sastras, who like the Kalpa tree, has granted the enjoyment of rewards according to the wishes of his friends and favorites, the devout worshipper of Bhagavat, who meditates on the feet of the paramount Lord the Mahasamantha, the Maharaja Dhruvasena, being in good health, has issued the following order to all Ayuktakas, Vinyuktakas, Drangikas, Mahates, Chatas, soldiers, Dhruvadikarnikas, Dandapasikas, and others so concerned. 4. Be it known to you that I have granted as a Brahmade, with a libation of water, to last for the same time, as the moon, the sun, the ocean, the earth, the rivers and mountains last. to be enjoyed by the succession of their sons and grandsons in the Hastavapra Ahrani in the village Madkana.